Where gypsies come from, I do not know. Some say they came from India, others say from Egypt. This question does not have one precise answer. What will be, only God knows. And He has never told this to anyone. I know only one thing. I can sense a gypsy. Let 10 people stand in front of me, and I will tell you who is a gypsy among them. And I cannot explain how this happens. Gypsy Road.
I
know that during the Second World War, gypsies found children and took them into their families. And now those children are men. Maybe they've become barons and tabors. Recently, about 2 years ago, a lot of gypsies were taking children from orphanages in Kostroma. We were given a lot of dark-skinned children that they called gypsies. However, we did not pay any attention to this. Whether a child was black or white, after some time, he would become a gypsy.
Мы приехали в Молдавию.
We came from Moldavia to Russia during the war, and we began to live and to travel.
И вот начали жить понемножку, понимаешь, кочевали, ездили. Нет, мы раньше лучше жили.
We had lived much better before. We had money, gold, everything. And now we do not have even a cent.
Почему нас котляры называли, понимаешь, раньше? Мы котляре, понимаешь?
We worked with everything. Any blacksmith job with metal, tinning, any copper-related work, and we did everything with our own hands.
Полезную работу, все, наша работа была вся ручная.
I wear this hat, a papaja, only during holidays. When I go to the city or somewhere else, I wear an ordinary hat.
Когда мне надо в город, чтобы меня люди не посмотрели, что я цыган или метис какой-нибудь. Ходьбой тоже по форме. Я отвечаю, допустим, за свой аул. Это называется у меня аул.
I am responsible for my aul. All this here, this village, this is my aul. Why? Here all of my brothers live. 5 brothers over there, and we are here 2 brothers. And this village here, I am the master here. A baron is responsible for several families, and if a tabor is very big, then 3 or 4 barons are in charge of it, because one baron would not be able to handle the job. What do you have there? Stewed pork, tomatoes, beans, meat, and milk.
Я вообще не грамотный, вообще.
I am illiterate. And your children, will they be studying?
У меня сын ученый 7 классов, дочка...
My son has finished 7th grade, and my daughter as well has graduated from the 7th grade in school.
Ничего не знаете я.
In our family, only I and my wife are illiterate.
У нас образование котлярские дети, значит, имеют.
The children get an education, 2 or 3 grades. This is enough for us. To read any document, to write something, 2 or 3 grades is quite enough.
Или там оформить какую-то накладную. Это хватает 2-3 класса закончить.
С детюшками ходили гадать. Тут одна
Before, we used to tell fortunes together with our children. One daughter here and another there. And now only the mother does this.
Не то, что цыганки, что гадают на хлеб.
Gypsies do it for bread. There is nothing bad in it. Now even Russians tell fortunes for a piece of bread. By the way, our women do not wear their hair the way gypsies did.
Не заплетаются уже и наши по-цыгански. И юбки уже не...
They do not wear gypsy skirts anymore.
Тут оборки прямые.
Everything is mixed.
Перемешалось.
Russians now dress the way gypsies used to dress.
А власть Москва не берет.
However, we are still not allowed to go to Moscow. Our representative in parliament has been trying to grant us permission for 5-6 years now, but he has not succeeded yet.
Вот русская взяла бы к себе на сноху?
Would you accept a Russian woman into your house?
Сейчас есть.
Why not? The main thing is that this woman must have a kind soul. Right now, we have a Russian woman in our family. Many families have Russian women.
Им уже не
My 2 cousins have Russian wives.
Они цыгане лучше.
However, you cannot tell that they are Russian. They are gypsies, even more than some of the real ones.
Женился один раз, все.
I was married only
Не
once.
ходят никуда. Дома, пожалуйста.
And at my house, you are welcome to do anything. Drink, dance, have fun. Those ancient rituals we support.
Женщины у нас тоже...
And our women are the same.
Если мы увидим, что женщина у нас...
If we see a woman that is with someone alien, someone who is not a gypsy, then we say, we shouldn't kill her, as our predecessors would have done. We should simply expel her from our tabor.
Вот у меня 6 дочки.
I have 6 daughters, and all of them are married.
То по самому
The youngest was married when she was 13.
лет замужем.
She was a wild one, and I let her marry so that I would not have a nervous breakdown on her account.
Нервы отдала ее замуж в 13 лет. Надо выходить.
However, I think that girls should marry when they are 16 or 17.
А 12
But when they marry at 12, 13 years old, it is not good.
она не знает,
She is still a child, and her husband needs her to get up early, cook, offer tea. And if she is 13, she is not ready to do all those things for her husband.
говорит, надо подавать, а ей надо самой подавать.
Они привыкнут и будут жить.
They will all get used to it, and love will come.
Все это обратно.
And they will have children, a family, everything will be all right. I think that that is great. But what do children do now when they are 16? They go to the city, in the evening they're not at home, they do all kinds of things. However, we should not talk about it now. Everybody knows what youngsters do nowadays. By the way, a man is more appreciated than a woman is.
Хоть мы люди не грамотные, хоть мы люди старинные, понимаешь, чем дело.
Despite the fact that we are illiterate, we stick with ancient traditions. The point is that we want to live the next 200 years like we have lived the preceding 200 years.
Чтобы познать цыгана, надо родиться.
In order to understand a gypsy, you have to be born a gypsy. A kotlar, or Russian gypsy, you have to be a gypsy. For example, a person dies and gypsies give up all they had in the house and the house itself, and they go away. They give up unhappiness and travel toward happiness. That is why gypsies are always on the road, a road to happiness. And happiness is where we are not present.
Банкир, начинай.
Маленьких детей всегда пугают.
Who are little children afraid
Ни
of?
одной нации не пугают. Вот сейчас придут
They are
цыгане,
afraid of
берут.
gypsies.
И, наверное, поэтому
No
с
other
детства
nation on the
уже из
planet
поколения в поколение
frightens them
складывается
as much as
такое
gypsies do.
впечатление, что что-то
A gypsy will come and take you away. That is what their parents tell them. And that is why, from childhood, people begin to think of us as of something frightening, something scary, something incomprehensible.
Когда может идти куда-то, что-то, чего-то.
A gypsy can cry when he is traveling somewhere. But when to love and when not to love, this is the feeling that only we, gypsies, get. And he who is not supposed to know will never know.
Лукавые.
I would not say that they are a simple people.
Простые люди.
I would say that the nation is quite smart.
Нация умная.
Снимай катавасию, всю катавасию, что они сейчас будут делать, снимай.
Доброе здоровье! Сынко тут бахтяся.
Кум, 100 лет, кум, счастья тебе, здоровья.
Здоровья легким паром.
Сколько может тут сразу
Жакирес, а мы стананы.
Первым долгом, а значит чай. Чай мы
First of all, we serve tea.
такой.
Everything else, like vodka and food, is served afterwards.
И где-то там
Offering tea is like saying welcome in a very warm way.
есть чай, вот все, приветствие. Ну, здесь все свои. А когда все свои...
Only people that are close are here now.
И снохи,
That is why my wife, daughters, and the other women of our family sit by the table. But when somebody else comes, not a member of our family, the women leave the table. Then only the men sit and talk.
женщины в разговор...
A woman cannot interfere in the men's conversation. And if she does interfere, my comrades will think that she is disgusting.
Моим товарищам...
В большинстве случаев цыганская женщина
A gypsy woman is a thing,
принадлежит мужу.
a possession that belongs to her husband.
Она не может с собой,
She cannot
своей
do what
жизнью
she wants to.
располагать так, как бы
She
она
does
хотела.
whatever her husband
Всё равно
wants
чаще
her to
всего
do.
Получается, как хочет муж.
Если, допустим, мы соберемся на праздник, 3 брата,
If all the members of my family gather during a holiday, my 3 brothers, their wives, our children, aunts, mother, uncles, then the total count of people is close to 30. And because of this, we do not have the time to talk and to see other people apart from our immediate family.
Там бахталы.
Мы цыгане русские, обычаи у нас как у русских. Религия.
Despite the fact that we are gypsies, we have Russian traditions. Our family has a Russian line. The holidays that we celebrate are celebrated by all Russian Orthodox believers. However, take a look at the houses that some of the new Russians are building now. A family consists of 4, maximum 6 people, and the house has 8 rooms in it.
Вот как раньше, есть у тебя лошадь.
I remember the way it was before. If you have a horse, a tent, a bed, and a samovar, you are a rich man. This is all a man can dream of. And if you have a tape recorder, you are as rich as a man can possibly be.
Лошадь на дворе.
Today, a horse in the yard is not for everybody.
Лошадей держим, значит, поросят, быков.
We keep horses, pigs, bulls. For us, it is the most important part of our household.
Огород, участок.
We live in this way, taking care of the cattle, planting potatoes. We live a normal, simple life. Nowadays, people in our village dress the way only the richest people dressed years ago. People are different nowadays. Crazy. Some pay up to $1,000 for a fur coat.
Это у меня, наверное, в крови.
It's probably in my blood.
Любите.
That is why I like good horses, especially if I stole one.
Просто можно себе только
Just imagine, the time comes
пошел.
and you go to steal a horse.
Пришла пора, пошел воровать. В лесу один.
You are in the forest, alone. A good horse, a stolen one, is by your side. You make a fire, you drink tea,
Тебе надо дать
burning the time away in your cup.
большая, это же сказка.
And then you gallop along the forest road. It's just wonderful.
И если я вот раз
And if I don't get the chance to steal a horse at least once a year,
этой земли,
well, then I'd rather be dead.
Стена не стена, можно ее и подвинуть.
Ну, я не знаю, вот он интересовался.
8, наверное, запрошу с тебя. А что? У нас, у цыган как? У нас слово дороже всего.
We gypsies, we keep our word, and our word is worth more than anything, even more than money. If a man keeps his word, I can come up to him and ask for anything at any time. We shake each other's hands, and if we do so, then the deal is done.
Это у нас уже самое главное, значит, друг другу уже...
That is the most important.
Сделка уже сделана.
В то время называлось спекуляцией. Сейчас
At that time, it was called speculation. Nowadays, it is simply called business. But at that time, we were speculating and we were prosecuted by the law and the state.
В аренду, платим в аренду. 150 тысяч за неделю.
We pay rent, 150,000 for a week. And we are registered and people trust us and give us goods for a total amount of 10-15 million rubles. The only condition is that we have to sell it all. We raise the price, but only a little, so that we do not go hungry. This is our life.
Сейчас, в данный момент, нам стало тяжелее.
Currently, we are experiencing hard times. Many competitors have entered the market, especially those called chelnoki, Russians who travel to Turkey to buy goods there and then sell them back here in Russia. They carry all these big, huge bags. We went through this a long time ago.
Вот был такой случай, шубу продаем мы.
Once there was such an instance. I was selling fur coats. A woman comes and tries one on. It does not fit. The size is just a tiny bit smaller than needed. She starts walking away, and I run after her. It's such a tiny bit, no one would ever notice, I say. I start to offer her the coat again and again, and she says, "Leave me alone, let me choose a coat by myself." Maybe I try too hard. Sometimes the police would arrest us for this, but I have never been to prison.
Заберут, если то, штраф дадут, и 200 тысяч, и 150 тысяч. Ну, ни разу не попадалось. То поколение обожествляют вот эту жизнь, когда они кочевали.
That generation worships the nomadic way of life. However, when they worship it, they are visualizing the summer period. But fall and winter always follow the summer, and everything comes to an end. It is like people returning from vacation. We do not understand it. I personally am scared to be left without my refrigerator, my iron, my television set. I don't think I could give all this up now and go without. A man who is always satisfied has not been born yet. A gypsy can be put in prison, chained, or buried in a wall, or concrete. And even if his bones remain in that concrete, his soul will be free anyway. That is the kind of blood we have. Gypsy blood.
Жив ме буду, де